Hello, everybody. It is Monday, the 1st of December, and I want to talk about choosing a spiritual pathway. I was listening to a guy yesterday, and I have promptly forgotten his name. He's an expert on the Masons, the Knights Templar, the historical background on all of this, the family lines that were involved in these movements. It was very interesting, but not really to the point for me, what I'm searching for. But he said this thing, you are free to choose a spiritual pathway. There is not just one way, which is true, there's tons of ways. I said that in the video before, tons of ways. The internet is full of them. That will lead you somewhere. But then saying, it is all the same thing, it will all lead to the same knowledge, experience, knowing of the Creator, and that is false. That is false. And here I want to talk again about the importance of desire and how a spiritual pathway comes into being. Again, it is what Jesus said. Ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. The Creator gives to the seeker. Now ask, whatsoever you ask for in prayer, there is a desire. If there is no desire, you would not ask for anything. Why would you? The desire to know something, the desire for a change, the desire for the way to be shown, to get from where you are to a desired destiny. So there's desire all over the place. It is an extremely important part of the spiritual body, an organ of the spiritual body, and an extremely important one. So, what you're actually looking at when you look at spiritual pathways or spiritual practices, knowledge was given to somebody who then becomes the teacher to teach others the way, to show them the way. So we have all these teachings, which are pathways, which are answers. They are answers that were given, ways that were shown. So we know the answer, we know the knowledge, we know the way. I think in most cases we are not aware of the desire that asked in the first place, because the outcome is according to the desire. What the desire asked, there is the way that will create the desired outcome. So to say you can take any spiritual path, it does not matter. Absolutely it matters. Absolutely it matters. You would need to know what the desired outcome is going to be, what the desire was in the first place, what asked. You don't just have to know, oh, there was an answer, there is a way. To where? Where are you going? What was the desire that received the answer? You have the answer, you don't have the question. And then this mixing up, it's all the same. It is not. Now I was talking about the way of manifestation, which is what Jesus taught. That's one of the things he taught. He showed two ways. There were two desires. There was a desire for self-determination and for freedom, and for humanity to be free. And there is a pathway to that, which is the way of manifestation. There was another desire at that time, and that was the desire of the temple, the desire of the rabbis, the desire of many religious people to serve God, who is in heaven, somewhere else. That was another desire, and he also showed the way to that. The practice, what you have to do to get to that. Two different ways that will lead to two completely different outcomes. And it's not, oh, just choose any spiritual path. It will all lead to the same point. No, it won't. Creator is all possibilities. And it will lead to different possibilities, to different points within the Creator. So it absolutely matters which path you take, depending on your own desire. Where do you actually want to go? And then there's the Eastern tradition. Again, what does the Eastern tradition actually desire? What is the desire that is asking, that was shown a path? Now, from what I can see, or from what most people are saying, is the strongest desire in the Eastern tradition is to get the hell out of here. I mean, and not only out of this world, but out of consciousness altogether. It's what they call Maya. Get out of it. And then the suppression of desire, the killing of desire, to extinguish a light inside of yourself, is the way out of consciousness. Because, as I said, desire is a major organ within the spiritual body. You can see it like this. And then compare it to the physical body, because one is a reflection of another. Everything is a reflection of the same thing. If you kill one of the organs in your body, one of the major organs in your body, you kill your liver, you kill your kidney, kill your heart, the rest will die. Kill your brain, the rest will die. So to kill a major organ in your spiritual body will lead to the death of the whole. And that is what the Eastern tradition is actually desiring. The cessation, the death of consciousness. To become pure energy without consciousness. It's basically suicide. Which, if you are a being of free will, you are not forced to stay in creation. There is a way out. And you are free to take that path. Without judgment. There is no judgment in the Creator. The path was shown and you're free to take it. But no, that is what you're doing. That was the desire to start with, that got the answer. That got knowledge of the way out. The hell out of here. The hell out of Maya, the hell out of consciousness altogether. So again, that path will take you to one specific outcome. And not all outcomes are the same. They're all different points within the Creator, who's all possibilities. Now Christianity, again, does ask of you that you suppress your own desire. To kill your own desire, to kill the ego. Kill yourself. But it is not to get out of creation altogether. It is not. Because you are going to a heaven, into another reality, into another point. And it is not, you're killing your desire to replace it with another. The desire of God. So there is an organ there. It's just no longer yours. There was a transplant. Yeah, kill your desire and get God's desire transplanted into you. It is like that. It's an organ transplant, spiritual organ transplant. And it will take you not out of reality altogether. It won't. You're not dead. You're not spiritually dead. You're reborn into another reality, into the kingdom of heaven, into New Jerusalem, to serve God, Lord God, forever and ever and ever. There's your eternity sorted for you. Again, there is a pathway, a spiritual path that will lead to one very specific outcome. And it is really, what is it you want? Where do you want to go? There is a pathway. Whatever you want, a way will be shown. But it will be one specific way to one specific outcome. And it does absolutely matter which path you choose. And the way to choose is that you must know both the desire that asks and the outcome that it creates. Is that what you actually want to, is that actually your desire? And is that actually where you want to go? But if you say just choose any pathway, it's all the same thing, then you're totally blind to the truth. And you're choosing blindly. And you might think, well, my desire is to go there, that path will take me there. No, it won't. It was never designed to take you there. It was designed to take you to a different point. And that is where we end up at points in our lives wondering how the hell did we get here? Because you followed a pathway that would take you there. And you didn't know that you were doing it. So, and then here it is. What is your desire? You will be led to the correct pathway that will take you there. My desire is for freedom, is for life, for self-determination. I am, he was. The truth, the knowledge, the Father, the way, the practice, how to get there, and the life, which is the outcome, life. The way of the cross, the outcome is your servant in New Jerusalem. Where do you want to go? Or get out the hell out of here altogether. But tell me something, you will not know the Creator. You will not. If that's what you think you're doing, you're deluded. Because I am cannot know the Creator. I am is that which dies. That is consciousness. That dies. And it will not know. There will be no more knowing. That is oblivion. Total oblivion. And it is the path to there. Destroy your desire. Destroy one of your spiritual organs. The rest of the body will die. I just leave it at that for today, but be aware that it is not all the same thing. Nothing is all the same thing. Creator is complete diversity. Different experiences. Pathways to those experiences. And not all the pathways will take you to the same point. If you choose a pathway, then know where it is it will take you. And is that where you actually want to go? Actually, here, I leave it at that for today. And I talk to you again soon. Bye.